Okay, today we're going to attempt to install a Super Modulation Kit in a Cobra 29 LTD Classic. I found all the information online. I'll put a link up there to the site. I've done several like this and it turns out pretty good. I've not been in this radio yet, but I believe it's stock as far as the modulation and the wattage. Hello. The key's about 4 watts, swings around 10 or so. We'll see if we can't bring that up a little bit. The only thing I had to buy was a 220 UF 16 to 25 volt electric capacitor. I mean, you can pick these up for nearly nothing to Radio Shack. And I bought a pack of half watt 100 ohm resistors. Said you can use half to a quarter, but these 100 ohms seem like to work the best. Okay, we've got the 29 open, turned upside down. I unsoldered the speaker wires just to make it a little easier to fool with, and I always mark the one that's the ground to the speaker with a black Sharpie. Now what we're going to be looking for is a jumper called JP36 back near your final. I don't know how good my camera is here. It's just that little piece of metal right there. That's where we'll be removing that and replacing it with our capacitor and resistor mod. Okay, I've got my cap put in here. Note when you install these, the negative side of the capacitor goes toward the back of the radio. They was told about that in the page there. And I've got my resistor soldered on the board on the other side here. If you can see it or not, the camera's not that good. And that's where JP36 was. And we'll take this one step further. Well, I've got the radio apart and add a variable pair, probably on the RF gain, in case we ever want to hook a linear amplifier to this radio. Okay, my RF gain control. I found out which wires went to it by tracing them back here. You end up with a yellow and a blue wire. Let's cut off the slack there, and all you'll do is end up soldering these together. Be sure to put a little heat shrink or something on there to keep them from touching anything else. Then it's really simple. All you do is the wires from your RF gain switch. You take one end to one side of our mod we done, and the other to the other side of it, and there's your variable pair. But your dead key is controlled by this resistor we put in, and the 100 ohm gives me about the lowest dead key of any one I've tried. So we'll get that wrapped up there, and it won't be long. We'll hook it back up to a set of meters. I'll tell you what tuning pots to turn to boost your modulation and AM power. We'll see what we can get it to do. That's pretty much what we got there. Finished product. Other than tuning this thing, your modulation on a Cobra 29 is VR4, or you can cut D11, but I always just turn the VR4 wide open. Power adjustments, L14, L13, and L12. And we'll get her tuned up there and see if we've made any. I've got everything tuned up now. Let's see if we made a difference on the meters. I know the modulation is going to be a lot better. Audio. Hello. That's with the variable power all the way up. Audio. 4 watts swinging 20. Audio. The modulation's just about off the scale. Let me see if I can hold this here and show you our variable power. One, two, three. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope that helps out somebody.